Hello everyone, I'm Frankie D. Cruz, and today we are talking about the law of overload and why you need to use it. So what is overload? Alright, overload is an amount of stress that you have not handled before. And it's one that is greater than the one that you previously have been under. Alright? And it's something that you can repeat. Now this might sound very similar to the law of overcompensation, but it is very different because overcompensation deals with how your body adapts. Overload is the mechanism by which you force your body to adapt. Now, here's how overload works. Your body will adapt to stress. And to adapt further, you must apply greater stress. Alright? Whatever you do, you have to constantly be doing more of it, a higher intensity, something. Alright? And you must be specific in the stress we handle, because if you want to go ahead and get, say, better at lifting weights, alright, and you want to just, that's all you care about, well, you have to pay attention to many different factors, because you might be stressing yourself in certain ways that are not congruent to that goal. So, here's how we can go ahead and apply overload, alright? Resistance training, which is how most of us think of it, alright? And we all know that as we go ahead and we lift more and more and more and heavier and heavier weights, it gets harder and harder and harder to adapt because our bodies eventually go ahead and get used to how we go ahead and adapt. And also cardiovascular training. And yes, it is true, overload doesn't apply to cardiovascular training. Why? Because you have to be able to go ahead and progress your cardio in order to strengthen your heart more, because your heart is a muscle. And look, just because cardiovascular training means it's only improving your cardiovascular health does not mean there is no sense of progression to it. Everything has progression in it. And it's the same thing with your flexibility training, alright? With flexibility training, what do you think is going on? You're bit by bit overloading your joints and your ligaments to go ahead and be able to flex your muscles in weirder spots more and more and more until eventually you become a contortionist. Alright? And this also applies to our comfort zones. Alright? We can overload our comfort zones and eventually expand it completely. It's the sort of thing, say, a thrill seeker. A thrill seeker might go ahead and say, well, I jumped out of a plane once, and, it was really great. But now I feel like, if I do it again, I won't go ahead and get the same high. I gotta do something even more extreme. So, that is what going ahead and expanding your comfort zone might look like. And it's everywhere we want to improve. Let's be honest, you can overload anything you want to improve. If you're going to improve on something, you have to somehow go ahead and push the limit of what you can do. That is simply a fact of life. Now, if you are enjoying these videos, I have a free class for you. Alright, it's going to show you a story that's very familiar to some of you. If not to you, then someone you might know. But I'm going to show you how it can have a happy ending. Alright? So, if that sounds like something you're interested in, go ahead, click in the comments section, in the description, go ahead, like, share, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I will see you next time.